that you're going to meet today are either rare, rescued or relocated. These very special seals are Taronga's ambassadors for the wild. Let's say hello to the first of them. His name is Pepper. Pepper is an 8-year-old Californian sea lion, and as the name slippers might look a little bit awkward, they actually allow Pepper to move around on land really easily. Pepper, you want to go for a walk and show everyone? See how he moves around really easily and uses all 4 of those flippers to climb nice and high. Good job. Good catch. Let's see how Pepper uses those flippers when it comes to powering through the water. So this behaviour is known as porpoising. It allows Pepper to get a quick breath of fresh air while travelling at high speed. He can change directions really quickly. He can also maintain that speed for a long period of time. And seals aren't the only one of them. There is another one that at the moment is very badly misunderstood, but equally as important. Pepper, do you want to give everybody a big clue? Everyone, call it out if you know. That's right, he's doing a great little shark impersonation. He's the cutest and the furriest shark impersonator ever though, can I just say. What he was showing you though was a natural behaviour that seals use to cool down. Because of that thick fur coat that they have, it's really easy for them to overheat. It's only those naked and hairless flippers that lets the heat out. And speaking of flippers, Pepper's got strong ones. He at the moment is weighing just shy of 150 kilos. Do you want to show everyone how you use those flippers of yours? Good job, Pepper. That was fantastic. That was a great start to the show. But it is time for Pepper and I to head off home. Do you want to say goodbye? Keep the applause going. Let's welcome out the next of our seal friends. Out comes Mitchie with Brad.
Thanks, Addie. Well, this is Mitchie, another one of our relocated California sea lions. And Mitchie's going to show you all the life of a seal. Now, the life of a seal in the wild isn't always easy. Human impact is one of their biggest challenges. But Mitchie, you did a great job, buddy. Let's get you a big bucket of fish. Now you might notice that Mitchie and our seals are very good at catching the fish we throw them. And that's because they're equipped with those amazing whiskers. Now Mitchie, let's have a close look at yours, buddy.
Coming out.
Now let's see how easily he can move those whiskers about. On the count of 3, if you all call out whiskers, watch Mitchie and see what he does. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful whiskers there, Mitchie. Those whiskers are really important to a seal. That's what they're using to find their food out there in our oceans. Now Mitchie's currently our biggest seal, weighing in excess of 200 kilograms. That means on the average day he packs away about 10 kilos of fish. That's pretty much 2 of these buckets full to the top. But what happens when that seafood runs out? You see, we are overfishing our oceans and it's making it harder for animals like seals to find their food. Now, Mitchie, would you like to come on down and check the water for some fish today? Thanks for coming down. You want to have a quick peek? Did you see any fish? No. Is there something we can do about that? Yes, there is. Next time you're buying seafood, ask if they sell MSC. By purchasing MSC certified seafood, and that's seafood that comes with the logo you can see on the sign here. By purchasing this seafood, that's your guarantee that seafood comes from a fishery that supports fish stocks, jobs, and of course the environment. Ask if they sell MSC and you'll ensure that seals like Mitchie here have a future, and that makes you pretty happy, doesn't it? Look at that happy face. Thanks, Mitchie. Well, Mitchie, you've done a great job, buddy, but it is time to say goodbye. Let's go find you some more fish.
Thank you very much, Keeper Brad and Mitchie. Well, here at Taronga, we work very closely with our seals to help promote positive change for the wild. In order to do that, it means we need to spend a lot of time with them, develop their trust, and really get to know them. Now, to demonstrate today just how we do this, I am going to need a volunteer from the audience. Is there anyone out there that would like to give us a hand? There's lots of hands up, but I saw one go up really fast over here. Do you want to come down? Come on over. Hi, what's your name? Kiana? Lovely to meet you. Come on down with me. Now, Kiana, you put your hand up really fast, but do you know what you've gotten yourself in for? No. Well, you're actually going to be meeting one of our seals today. How does that sound? Pretty good? Well, the seal you're going to be meeting today, his name is Pepper. But before we get him out here, we're going to need everybody out there to give us a helping hand. And on the count of 3, I'd like everyone to call out Pepper. 1, 2, 3. Look over here. Shall we get a bit closer? Come over with me. Now, just stand right here on this red spot for me. That's the way. Now, when you meet someone for the first time, you might shake their hand. So Pepper's going to offer you his flipper, and you can give it a shake. That's the way. Nice work. Well, now that you've been properly introduced, have a look at how Keeper Addy gives Pepper a pat. And you can give him a pat on the chest too. That's the way. Nice work. What does he feel like? Kind of rough. Well, I'm not sure about that one, but I think Pepper's pretty chuffed. Now look, I'm sure you've done a great job so far, and I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that want to take your photo. So how about you stand right where you are, and make sure you smile for any cameras you've got out there. Nice work, and you'll have to check that later because Pepper had a cheeky grin too. Well, you have done a fantastic job. Let's head on back to your seat. Hold on, that's my fault. Look, that's Pepper telling us we forgot to say goodbye. So before you run away, let's give Pepper a big wave goodbye. Thank you very much, Pepper and Keeper Addy. And a big round of applause for our volunteer as well while she heads on back to her seat. And now back out, Keeper Brad, who's here with Ronnie.
Thanks, Amanda. Well, this is Ronnie. Ronnie is a rescued New Zealand fur seal. He was found up on the central coast of New South Wales, and he had significant injuries covering almost a third of his body. Now, he was brought into our wildlife hospital, and given the extent of his injuries and also his age at the time, well, Ronnie wasn't a suitable candidate for release. But he's now a really important ambassador for his species. And the biggest difference between the seals you've seen today, the sea lions and the fur seals, has to do with this beautiful fur coat. Ronnie has two very thick layers of it. The sea lions just have that single layer. Thanks, Ronnie. Enjoying that scratch. Now, part of caring for our seals, it does mean teaching them behaviours. Ronnie won't do anything he doesn't want to do. Training takes time and trust. Now, we can train Ronnie something really simple, like opening up his mouth for a health check. Looking good, buddy. Or we can teach him something a little bit more complex or complicated. And that's what Ronnie's going to demonstrate in his training session this afternoon. He's going to show off a behaviour we call a high bound. But for this, I'm going to need someone's help. So, Amanda, can you help me out and find a volunteer?
I sure can, Brad. Well, we are going to need another volunteer, but this time they need to make sure they don't mind getting a little bit wet. Well, there are plenty of hands up. I might go over here. Oh, how about you here? Do you want to come on over? What's your name? Shalini? Lovely to meet you. Now look, I'm going to need you to stand here for me. That's the way. Facing keeper Brad. Brad, this is Shalini. Shalini, good luck.
Thanks, Amanda. All right, Shalini. Shalini, have you trained a seal before? It's your first time? Well, I'm pretty sure Ronnie's never worked with a Shalini before, so it's the first time for everyone. Now, Shalini, what I need you to do is Ronnie is going to leap from the top of that cliff into the water, and he's going to jump and try and touch the buoy in the centre. Now, I need you to tell him where to jump and when to jump. So on the count of 3, can you throw both hands up in the air, and with a big loud voice, call out, "Jump, Ronnie." All right, you know what to do? All right, Ronnie, you're going to get to the top, buddy. Excellent work, Ronnie. All right, Shalini, here's in position. If you're ready, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Jump, Ronnie!
Shalini, that was great. Was that loud enough for you? He is hard to impress, little Ronnie. So I'll tell you what, Shalini, there's a lot of people behind you today, so we'll get them to help you out with this one. On the count of 3, you can all call out "Jump, Ronnie," but don't forget to still throw those hands in the air. If we're all ready, 1, 2, 3. Super little jump and a tiny shower for you. Big round of applause for Shalini. Thanks for helping us out. And of course, Ronnie. Well, we really appreciate you coming down to Seal Theatre today. Stay right where you are because the Seals and their keepers will be back for their final farewell. Remember, ask for MSC and you'll all be champions for the wild. Bye for now.